Welcome back, Dynamaniacs. Bit of an impromptu video. Wasn't going to do one, but where else are the trolls going to leave their comments if I don't start putting shit out again? So I just watched Tootie's video last night of Blackpool, and I've just watched Chris's CJM's walk home. So we're going to talk a bit about Blackpool. Don't expect any footage here because I didn't take any. No videos, no evidence is what I say. So I do feel I ought to do one though, because I was gifted a lot of stuff to sell at the shop, so I need to thank those people really. So don't be going, oh, he's fucking selling stuff, people get him, that's what they're getting me for, you know. Don't fund the jag and fucking stuff like that without making a bit of moolah. So what should I talk about first? I'll just talk about Blackpool first. As Stu covered, man, we had a great drive up. Stu lives about an hour away from me. It was a bit of a detour, but I didn't want to drive up on my own because I like the sound of my own voice. So it's a bit fucking weird talking to yourself in it. So although that's kind of what I'm doing now. So yeah, I picked up Stu, picked up Rob, and we had a good drive, to be fair. Like as Stu said, Rob has the fucking bladder of a 5-year-old, so we had to stop for. Did we stop once or twice for a piss? I can't remember, but we stopped anyway. But just under 3 hours, that's pretty good going. I mean, I've had some nightmare trips up to Blackpool, and my journey would be a short one if I went straight up there. Hotel, yeah, as Stu's covered. I also had a dicky wind at, but I was clever enough to ram it shut the first night. So unlike those two weak human beings who have been ill since, I've been saying as a pound, to be fair. It was a mass amount of seagull shit that was stopping the window shutting, but I got it shut anyway. My pillar did smell a BO. I had to flip the pillar over. I thought it was me at one point because I do like drinking and dancing, but it wasn't me. It was definitely the pillar. Although, as Stu mentioned, a lot of people in the event, you see that £100 game you're picking up to buy, put it down. You don't need that. What you need to do is you need to go down the road to Poundland, buy a can of Lynx, and do the fucking world a favour and spray your armpits or something, because it's not, when you smell someone's body odour that bad, you're paranoid and think it's yourself. Then there's a problem, man. You need to fix that shit. The event, I've been to the event a couple of times now. As Stu says, as great as the event is, there's no shine to it for me. Like, I mean, I've got an arcade cab in the back room that I don't play. Got thousands of games back at home I don't play. I'm definitely borderline more collector now than I am gamer. That's a definite. Although the collections are dead stop since I come here, because I buy stuff and I think I need to sell that. Literally, it's only if a nice Vectrex game come up, I'd probably add something. But the event's great. Like, there is loads of arcade cabs. I enjoy going there as my social. So although I trade all year round, I'll never ever trade at Blackpool, because Blackpool is the one where I let my hair down. It's nice to be able to get behind the stalls and talk to people who, when I'm at other events, it's a passing hello. Whereas I was talking to Alan for a bit behind his stall. Great guy, Japanese Scottish Alan, if you don't know him. But we had a good chat, just talking about business and how each other's shop's going. It's nice to be able to have that interaction. There's a couple of guys, they're Scousers, and I'm sure they've got a shop in Chester, who I always talk to. Literally, the only things I bought while I was there were from my friend who collects WWF Hasbros. They had a couple that I thought were really well priced. My mate got me to pick them up, and that were the only purchases really. So the trade hall was great. I was tempted to sit down and play a little bit of online, but if you know anything about me, I go to Blackpool purely to meet people and go on the lash. So you see me any time before midday on the Saturday or the Sunday, you will see that I am lagging. So like, sometimes the flashy lights and the noise just does my head in. So I will set up point drinking coffee somewhere in the lobby of the Norbreck. Stu pointed out that it seems like there was more pockets of people than in the past. Now, the other times I've been, we've gone in that like country and western style bar down the other end, and again that was the same. Like, people just, because people want to sit down. We're all getting old fucks now. None of us really want to stand up. So there will always be that pockets of people sitting down. We didn't get, I don't know if Stu remembered this, but we didn't get the chance to get the long bar anyway, because this year when we turned up at the Norbrec, it's the busiest I've ever seen it, because it was the first weekend of the fireworks in Blackpool. So Blackpool in general was heaving more than normal. So obviously that, when we turned up to the Norbrec, there was loads of people sat in that long bar area, all ready for a game of bingo and shit like that. So as Stu said, everyone seemed to commandeer the seating booths down the other end. And people are in the group of people who they know. I'm one of them people who will always bounce around and say hello to who I want to. I won't say hello to who I don't want to, because I'm a bit of a wanker like that. But we did make a long table. I was sat next to Paul, Ink Northerner's better half. Much more fun than Paul. Such an entertaining person. Brings us to all the events, because she at least goes dancing and drinking. So you're invited to all of them. Don't care what Paul says. I got a round of shots in. I think there was about 15 shots, I don't know. Barman asked me if I wanted a tray. I was like, well, no, I'm not going to carry them individually. Of course I want a tray. We dished them out. So if you've seen Stu's video with Tommy from Dad and Lads Gaming like this, that's probably my fault for buying Sambuca. Again, me and Stu, as Stu says, if you didn't come out on the night out, you didn't know what happened. That's tough shit. Don't be nosy. Come and get involved. Met Roy at the hotel. I've never met Ryan before. I definitely remember meeting Ryan now. We spent a bit of time together, travelling up and down on the trams and stuff. Great guy, very generous. In fact, that can lead me into my first gift, because obviously Ryan found out I've got a shop. He got a couple of items that he was just dashing out, really. What a generous guy. So we've got a complete in-box Mario 64 NTSC. I'm not getting out the box protector, but you know, that's a generous gift to give to someone, to know that it's not going in my collection. I am going to sell it, because, and he knew that when he gave it me, and thank you very much. And he also gave me this Undertaker. Now it says R.I.P. Paul Bearer, so I'm guessing that's somewhere in the 2011. So it's a Mattel. It'll go with my wrestlers. I've got a couple of the more modern ones, so just looking over there, I've got Triple H and the Hurricane. So again, Ryan, UK Video Games Pirate. If you don't know his channel, go and check him out. He's close to 100 subs, so I'd love... Stu's probably already got him over 100 subs, because he loves stealing thunder. So yeah, go over and sub to Ryan, and just say hello, and hopefully we see him at more events. Probably shouldn't allow him out until about 4 o'clock, so he makes the night, but neither here nor there. So who else did I see? Gruss Newton. Me and Gruss, I'd call Gruss a good friend. Like, we talk privately in WhatsApp groups. Oh, WhatsApp groups, fucking hell. You know, I like Russ. He's a good crack. He's on my wavelength. We spend a lot of the weekend laughing and having some banter. Also, there's Big Daddy C. Paul. As I mentioned, he wasn't very well. So hopefully whatever he's got, he gets over, and we get to see him at another event. And Addy Sneaker Freak, who is another firm member of that party. He had been messaging me for a while, saying he got a couple of items that I could have for the shop, which were... He's originally from... I'm guessing this is about the 80s. Not really planned this well, because everything's rammed in a box. But he's done a refurb job on these as well on the inside. I'm not getting them out. So we got a Kong Man. That box is lovely. He said he took it apart to get all the mechanisms working and everything. So there's loads of cogs in there or something. So that's Steve, Addy Sneaker Freak, the trainer sniffer. So he gifted me a Kong Man for selling in the shop. And he also gifted me... This is probably the... I've got about 4 of these, but this one, the box is proper pinging on it. That's the Atomic Flipper Pinball. I was actually discussing this with someone the other day who come in my shop, because I've got so many of these. I was wondering if we could do a little moddy job on them. I don't know if they've got LEDs in. Maybe we could change the colours, or maybe we could design with some of my ones that aren't in nice conditions, like design our own backgrounds and make them a little bit custom. Who knows? I'm more of an entrepreneur now than a plasterer, really. I'm just here pinging out ideas all the time. So that was off Steve as well, Addy Sneak Freak. Thank you, Steve. Always great to have a beer and a shot with you at the bar. And again, one of the guys who I've known a long time on YouTube, and that's what Blackpool's all about for me. Is going, meeting people who I've known for ages, some who don't do videos anymore, and meeting new people. Just come over. I mean, I'm a Larry loud drunk bastard most of the time, but please come over and say hello, just so I can take the piss out of you if not. My mate Craig Quinn was there, the Dancing Quinn. If you've obviously watched Stu's video as well already, you know about Chile and how he didn't do the cinnamon challenge. And I don't react to people reacting how Chile did to the cinnamon challenge, so I'm hiding in Quinny's like shoulders, like trying not to look, but also pissing myself laughing. And I've got Quinny in my ear commentating, telling me to look, and I'm like half looking over my shoulder, and I'm like, we're like a pair of fucking degenerate school kids, let's be honest. We're all very immature men who are refusing to shape ourselves to the world that wants us to be. We're all not very grown up. And the last lot of stuff was all from my mate Stu Tootie. I picked it up on the way back when I dropped him off because I didn't want to take it all to Blackpool. And it's just random stuff for me to sell in the shop. So let's cover the VHS first. So we got classic Warner Brothers Caddyshack. That'll be going on. These Warner home videos seem to sell quite well. It's an ex-rental as well, so that'll be going up for sale. And a bit of Sly Stallone in lockup. Actually, is this God, I want to say this is like the Longest Yard, but it's an American. So like the Longest Yard that we know as the UK is Jason Statham as the monk, as the goalie, playing football. But like the Longest Yard in America is like NFL style football. So looking at the back of this, and I vaguely remember watching it, I want to say this is if not a knockoff, very much the same. And coming soon, shockers. Is that when you... No, that's something else, that is. That's on them DVDs I picked the other day. We got a nice big Mountain Force. I've got one of these downstairs that's got that bit that's missing from here. And I'm sure I've got all the vehicles and loads of men to go inside. So, getting that, we might be able to make a complete one at some point. I'm not tilting anymore. I'm just going to go all over the floor, and I'm not in the mood for cleaning up today. I've been out all weekend, that ain't happening. Right, so let's put that together. Oh, let's put that together. What else did he give me? Oh, these two things here. Would like to get the set of those and maybe bundle them up. So I've got The Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope. So it's Return of the Jedi, I'm guessing, is the third one. One of these like tape and cassettes and book cassette things that you used to get when you were a kid. You know, it was like read me a book, fucking whatever it is, audible. There's this t-shirt that's a size small, so unless I lose a couple of limbs, I'm not getting into it. It's a Street Fighter, it's like a card, like, you know, a deck of cards is card. So that will be up for sale. We got Captain Scarlet from Captain Scarlet and the Mistrons. I've got a few of these, but they're all slightly different. And this one's got his weird ray gun that he holds and his Madonna mic. So that'll go with my other ones. And there's just a load of Pokeball things. I've got to catch them all. Loads of them. That'll all go with my Pokemon stuff. That sells very well. So that was everything I was gifted, so that's the main reason for me doing this video, really. I've got some upcoming events. I have got NEC Toy Fair at the end of this month, the 30th, Sunday. If you're not just into toys, they do games there. It's worth going around to have a little bit of a hunt. I know I see a few gamers around there who I obviously know from YouTube and other events. It's worth having a little wander around. Then next month, I've got the Crash event over at... the Bescott Stadium. It's called the Poundland Stadium or something like that now, but yeah, I know it as the Bescott. Chris Wilkins was in the shop the other day. We were talking very much about that and what's going on there. I'm going to be trading there. It's pretty much sold out. I think there's about 30 tickets left, so if you want to attend that, you need to get on that quick. Then obviously Birmingham Gaming Market has been announced for the 4th of December. I'll be selling there. Hopefully I'll be with Stu next to me, because we like to have the banter and spread a bit and take advantage of our space. I'm not sure if Ant, Retro Gear, RetroGamesCollector.com, as he likes to say, I'm not sure if he's going to be there. He's not booked anything yet, as far as I know. He's got to check. And then another toy fair at the NEC will be the 27th of December, the big one, the big Christmas one. And that'll be me done for the year. Now, I may be mentioning this prematurely, but I'm giving you guys an exclusive, other than the people who are in the WhatsApp groups with me who already know. February next year, 26, I've got it penciled in to put on my own little gaming market. Look, it's not going to be a Donny, it's not going to be a Birmingham, but if I can get about 20 little traders in, and it's about, the venue's about a mile from my shop, hopeful to get all the other local shops involved as well. So I'll be setting up a different branding for that, so we can all promote it, because no one's just going to promote my shop for me, are we? And a few other local independents, or even just people who can sell their collection, because the tables are going to be cheap. I'm going to keep the entry fee cheap. So yeah, watch that space. I'll be, and if that goes well, who knows, you know, maybe I'll do my own little toy fair, my own little Comic Con, trading card events, Warhammer events. It's just another little thing I want to branch off into, the options being given to me. So watch this space. I've got fuck all else to say, if I'm quite honest. Doing this video has become painful to me, the whole idea of doing it. But you know, I've got to give people somewhere to come and give me some shit. So do it there, please. Take it easy, YouTube. Goodbye.